The purpose of this show is to guide you to realign with habits that get you to live the life you've always dreamed of. This is the Habit-Based Lifestyle Podcast with Jesse Koepfler. This is the Habit-Based Lifestyle, where you can access your full potential right now. Finally break free from destructive habits. That dream life, if you want it, you can have it. This is where you transform your health, mind, business, and relationships, or do nothing and keep your life the way it is. But if you're ready for change, you're in the right place. This is where you're gonna learn how to live a habit-based lifestyle. You are tuning in to the Habit-Based Lifestyle Podcast with your host, Jesse Koepfler. This is the Habit-Based Lifestyle. Let's go.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Habit-Based Lifestyle Podcast. I'm your host, Jesse Koepfler, and today we got a special client of ours inside of Habit-Based Lifestyle, Dr. Jeff Koepfler. Jeff, how are you doing today, man?
Hey, doing great, Jesse. Doing great. Thanks for having me.
Can you just fill everybody in kind of on, the type of chiropractor work you do and kind of maybe a little bit about your background?
I've been a chiropractor for 17 years. We do chiropractic care. We do progressive rehab. So kind of just your standard typical chiropractic office. We've been doing that for 17 years. And then a couple of years ago, we started bringing weight loss in and from a nutrition aspect. And it's been consistently good. We've had ups and downs over the years, tried a lot of different marketing stuff, tried a lot of, Facebook paid ads, challenges with Pedro and just tried a lot of different things. And some's hit, some's missed. And then we came across you guys, eight months ago, I think is where we're at.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's talk about a little bit. It sounds like you tried some things, or kind of like all the things, right? Prior to jumping in, what would you say kind of like your biggest struggle was in your business prior to coming into Habit-Based Lifestyle?
I'd say the biggest struggle would be getting consistent quality leads of like people wanting to buy. That would be number one. And then on the nutrition side, then just a little bit of the sales process as well. It was a close number two. Okay.
And the nutrition program that you were doing, it was something you'd kind of launched a couple of years before, and then you kind of put it on the back burner for I think you had it on the back burner for about 18 months or 12 months prior to jumping in. Is that correct?
Yeah. We had been working it for about a year. Yeah, we've been working it for about a year, and the results were kind of like hit and miss, very, 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 very light. We knew that we could do more with it, but just couldn't get there. Especially with the marketing, we were trying to do the same type of marketing that we're doing with our chiropractic practice, and it just wasn't hitting, wasn't lining up. There's a lot more rules when it comes to nutrition and ads and all that type of stuff. So it kind of like was hit or miss. And we were kind of at that point, like, do we keep going or do we pull the plug? Like, that's the place where we were at on it.
Yeah, man. So let me ask you this, like, what has been, kind of your results? We can talk about the financial aspect of them, but then we'll also talk about some of the other results you've gotten in the program since you've been in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So financially, like, things have been just rocking and rolling. Last month, we had our best month that we've ever had from a chiropractic standpoint and weight loss standpoint. Say from the chiropractic standpoint, we collected like 75,000. From the weight loss, we were like 18. So it put us at like 92, I think 92, 93 for the month, which was our biggest month collected ever.
Wow.
So right there, just, yeah. Right. So like that was huge. And that's continued even this month. We're rolling still. So that was like a big thing there just from the financial, but other results. I mean, we've been able to start to shore up and free up some of my time. So even though like we're seeing more people, I'm doing more stuff. I've gotten more efficient with just some of my time and how to like schedule and structure my day, where we're getting more consistent leads. So every week we're getting a good 5 to 7 consistent leads of people who fit what we're looking for on the weight loss. Same thing, it's rolling into the chiropractic as well. We're getting more and more leads there. So it's been just solid across the board.
What would you say, like, you've been in the program a good 8 months. What would you say you've kind of learned about your business from, where you started 8 months ago to kind of like where you are now? What would you say that this has really helped you learn more about your business?
I'd say definitely the numbers, like looking at numbers and tracking numbers, like being aware of the statistics, but not just the big statistics of like what we collect, but like the micro statistics that add up to creating the results that we're looking for and how to manage those. So like just being aware of where the lead's coming from, what is it called, what do we have to do to generate the leads, and just what do those numbers look like, and how do we manage those numbers to create the result that we want. And by knowing those numbers and starting to just follow that, then it becomes kind of a no-brainer, automatic to hit the results that we want, versus just hoping that we get there, hoping that we have a better month. And it really shifts that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. What has been maybe a unexpected result for you since you came into the program?
I have an unexpected result. I'd say the biggest thing that I've noticed is I've become a better leader on my team, like letting go and micromanaging less and allowing them to actually do their jobs. I'm actually on vacation right now, and as we're having this conversation, I'll be gone for like 10 days. That's the longest stretch I've been out of the office in a long time. Everything's running, like numbers wise. We're still seeing all the same numbers. I've still had some weight loss calls we've knocked out. Collections, I think already this week we're pushing 12,000, and it's Wednesday.
Wow.
So it's like, by leading my team better and trusting my team better, that I can actually generate results and get away a little bit,
What does that feel like for you as a business owner to be able to do that?
Dude, actually, it was, I was talking to, doing a quick check-in this morning with my girl, and she was telling me what she deposited yesterday. And it was like, holy shit, like we still did that and I wasn't there. And it was just like a sense of freedom, right? Like a sense of like, okay, like I've got something that can continue to run without me, and I can enjoy time with my family and have some of that back, because we always talk about like kind of starting to buy some of that time back, so that we can do what we want to do with our time, and definitely seeing that,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think one of the cool things, for you is kind of the traditional chiropractor is, if you take time off, then you don't make money. And I think what's cool is you're able to take time off. Like you said, I'm taking more time off than I ever have. And I also made more money than I ever had. And those things are happening, in almost the same month. So I think that's cool that you're able to, do that. And I know this year also you were able to buy a new house, which was really cool, right? And
yeah, man. Yeah.
Now you got a bunch of honeydew money to redo the house.
I was gonna say, yeah, new projects and furniture and all that stuff, right? That's where we're going. But yeah, that was a big win as well. Absolutely, that's something I've been thinking about for a long time, and finally that it all just lined up. It's been pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, man, because I know a lot of times people come into habit-based lifestyle. They're like, dude, how long before I see results is usually the big question. Like, what was that like for you in the beginning?
Yeah. I know the first like 2.5 weeks, there was like nothing, right? It was like just building a foundation, and we were making the changes, and we were doing what you guys were telling us to do. And it was like nothing. And then we got about 2.5 weeks in, and then the floodgates open. And I think our first month we ended up generating just from this program, like I think, if I remember right, it was like 20,000, something like that. It was like 20,000 in additional revenue that we didn't have. In the first like 2 weeks, it was like nothing. And I know I was sweating it. I was like, what the hell, man? Like, let's go. And then it flipped, and the floodgates opened, and we haven't looked back since, So
yeah. And so as far as like implementation of this program, how do you feel like that's been for you in that whole process?
Yeah, it's been good, easy. It's been good and easy. Like just everything from like you and the guys over there at HBL, like to be able to get the support and the help and walk you through step by step has been huge. I know there were some things that I wasn't getting for whatever reason, and you guys over there like step by step walked me through it, made it real easy. And then outside of that, it's just a simple process. And I remember sitting back afterwards being like, wow, like I can't believe how simple this is, and that it can generate results like this. Cause it felt like it's funny. It's kind of like chiropractic or weight loss. When we deal with our people, we're like, no, just do this. It's easy. And the people have all this, like this past history, and they're like, oh, I can't lose weight. It was like, just do this, you'll lose the weight. And then they start doing it, and they're like, wow, it's so simple. I never thought it could be this simple to lose weight. Same thing. It's like, oh, wow, I didn't think that it could ever be this simple to consistently, generate leads and close deals. And so it's been good. I think that's the biggest thing is just not a hard process. It's just simple. It's just simple, and you just got to consistently work it, and the results show up,
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think you've done, or this has resulted in revenue the last 8 months?
I'd say well over 100,000.
Okay.
In revenue. Yeah. I don't have the exact number, but just doing some quick math, and we're starting to see it again in the chiro 100, maybe 150.
Okay, cool. So it's really, it's not only helped your weight loss side, but you're able to kind of cross pollinate into your chiropractic side, and vice versa.
Yeah, that's one we're really starting to see now, is that we're even starting to see our chiro starting to pick up more from the weight loss people getting started in chiropractic, but then also just all the stuff that we're doing through the organic on Facebook, that people are recognizing them a chiropractor as well. And they're reaching out and wanting to get started with chiropractic and maybe not yet on weight loss. So it's starting to really fuel that as well.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. What's been the community like for you? Cause there's other chiropractors, other wellness professionals. Like, how has that helped you kind of like in the community aspect?
Absolutely. Yeah. Number one, I mean, everybody's real supportive, right? So it's like being part of a community that's very supportive. And then there's different layers of people, and like, where you're at, and then you start seeing these other people posting what they're doing. And at first you're like, there's no way they're doing that. And then you start talking to them, and then they start telling you what they're doing, and they're doing the same thing you're doing. And then you start doing it, and all of a sudden you start to see your results kick up, because it's like they give you a little bit of proof that, hey, you can do this as well, So it's been great, been real supportive. So I love that aspect. And then just seeing other people doing what you want to do, it just kind of breaks down that barrier, kind of like the 4-minute mile, like, okay, it can be done. Let's go,
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Is there any other result you've gotten in the program that you're like, man, I had no idea I was going to get this, or I know you have, one of your team members who's kind of we're able to support. What has that been like for you to be able to have like us almost like teach your person like all the things that they need to do to kind of help support you?
Absolutely. Yeah. So we've got a girl who runs a lot of the Facebook organic stuff and does a lot of it for us now, and having you guys being able to check in with her every week. That's been huge, because then I don't have to worry about doing that training part. And I know you guys are doing a great job with it because the quality that you bring. And so she has that check-in, and then we have a check-in. And it's definitely taken a big part of that worry off my plate, 100%. Because I know it gets done. And then also we just know it gets done based on the results, So,
right.
So that's been absolutely huge. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, hey, dude, want to thank you so much for being on today, and then just being a part of Habit-Based Lifestyle. Can't wait to see you hit that 6 figures a month.
I know, we're close, man.
And get crushing it. So, all right, man. Well, awesome. Enjoy your vacation. Okay.
Will do. I appreciate it, Jesse. Thanks as always, man.
Okay. We'll talk soon.
The purpose of this show is to guide you to realign with habits that get you to live the life you've always dreamed of. This is the Habit-Based Lifestyle Podcast with Jesse